My second monitor has the Discord open, so I can see your beautiful faces. In fact, I can't see your face, Kyler, for whatever reason.
That's weird. Can you see mine, Pepin?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's a Noah problem. Anyways, I pressed the live button and Jake's kicking his feet. Love that.
Oh my god, we're live?
I
Guys, quick. I need to say all of the racial...
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. It seems like we might actually be live right here for a second.
Did we do the
We're
thing?
live?
Yes.
Are we?
Are we?
Well,
I don't know if we are, actually.
I pressed the live
Is-
button. It says that we're live. It says
Oh,
that I
yeah,
have a
we're
decent
live.
Connection.
I...
Don't scare me like that, Noah.
Wait. Why can... Oh, that's why. I didn't turn my... There we go.
Alright. So, oh crap. Okay, we're live. Cool.
Jake
Anyways.
is kicking furiously.
Jake is kicking
I think he's got
furiously.
a cramp.
Yeah. He's gonna be doing that. Anyways. Hello. Welcome in. If anybody's watched this stream, hi. If you watched this video, hi. We're gonna be talking about the One Piece live action because it's been out for about 2 weeks now.
It's been longer than 2 weeks, hasn't it?
It's a little bit over 2 weeks. Not like it's really just been 2 weeks. Like came up.
Really?
Yeah, 2 weeks and 2
It's
days.
It's the longest 2 weeks of my life.
Bro, time's been weird, man.
Time has been weird. I don't know what
It's
it is.
really popped off in like no time at all. Like it came out August
Yeah.
31st. That was literally half a month ago, 2 weeks ago, which is wild to me.
Dang, yeah, you're right.
Yeah?
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a popular ass show because obviously it's
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I've said for a long time, One Piece can be the next Game of Thrones. It really can be.
Yeah.
So you're telling me it's gonna have a terrible ending, making...
No, Game of Thrones never ended. It just got got canceled. Sorry, but it's gonna be better than It's gonna be Game of Thrones 2.0. That's what it's gonna be. The first
Game of Thrones 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, yeah, the sequel. House of Dragon. It's a prequel. But okay, where should we start this little discussion? Idoodah.
Alright. I think we should start with our initial thoughts of going in, watching the One Piece live action.
Yeah, but Pepper,
Because I'll be honest, I'm disappointed in the most, like in the best possible way when it comes.
Oh,
I'm disappointed not because it wasn't great, because especially for a live action, I was like, oh my god, like.
Jesus Christ.
Is Pepin cutting out for you
he's
as
cutting out
well,
a little
Kyler?
bit. Yeah, he's cutting out a little bit.
Okay.
Can you move your mic a little bit closer?
I don't know if it's
I'm not sure it's my mic, but yeah, no, I'll move
It's,
the mic
it's
a bit
probably your
closer.
mic.
Okay.
It probably has some sort of noise gate.
I'm gonna actually double check something because my computer likes to do this cool, where I'll have one thing set for my mic and then I won't have it laid. No, it should be good. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I was disappointed not because it was bad, but because it was good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
That's
okay?
a very
enjoyed...
Pepin way to be disappointed.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it really is.
I really enjoyed the show. My problem is that I didn't get just 8-hour-long episodes of Dragon Ball Evolution.
I would have like cried. I would have cried for weeks on end. That would have been terrible.
So funny.
That would have been horrendous. Especially because
It would have been pretty funny.
no, it wouldn't have been. It would have been terrible. Because I'm tired of live action adaptations being bad. I'm tired of them being bad. Even though Naruto's gonna come out soon, and Naruto's gonna suck, because
Wait, they're making a Naruto live action anime adaptation?
yeah, but it's not gonna be a show. It's gonna be a movie. That's how I know it's gonna suck.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be dookie.
Because like, if you did all of Naruto as movies, right? That'd be like 12 movies, bro. Like that'd be so many movies.
And a very condensed movie.
Yeah, unless they're all like 3
Like-
hours long.
Honestly,
Yeah.
though, guys,
Which they won't be. They'll be an hour and 45 minutes long each. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I can't wait for Naruto Smith. You know?
Yeah,
It's
Naruto
like,
Smith. Naruto Turner, your average American high school student.
Oh,
When he goes into the bathroom, he finds a book with the word Katra in it, and he studies it to learn ninjutsu. And then he's able to
Ninjutsu?
Yeah.
I
In a
genuinely,
world. Yeah.
genuinely, I'd love it. Anyway, what was everyone else's initial?
Oh. Yeah, no, you go next, because I feel like mine are pretty obvious.
I was excited for its potential. I like based off of all of the promotion stuff. I just got green infinity orb. Yay! I am multitasking Minecraft right now, so don't worry about that.
Sit
You
your
might hear
ass
me yell
down.
every once in a while.
Jesus Christ.
But like all the promotional content that they really, I also just got an identified DNA.
Shut up, Noah.
I got another one. Oh my word!
Nobody cares, Noah.
Silence.
See, I'm excited.
Talk about.
I'm as excited.
Don't care.
Anyway,
One Piece.
Okay. Yes. One Piece.
You just what we're doing?
I really came to love One Piece after like Water 7 in Ennie's lobby. It was very, very good.
No, One
and
Piece
so I was
live
really excited
action.
I know. I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
I was very excited to see it formatted into a live action format because it like I showed my parents the first episode, and like I was actually kind of able to get them like relatively interested, which is cool because that's the amazingness of a live action format is that more people are willing to watch it.
Jesus Christ! What is
And so I feel like I felt like it had so much potential, especially based on like everything we saw in the promotions. Like it looked like they knew what they were doing. And there was always that off chance of like, ooh, if it sucks, it's gonna be funny. So
I would not have been funny. I would have cried. Bro, okay, I've been waiting for this live action for years, ever since it got announced. Been following every single piece of cast news. Fuck you, Jake. And I've been excited overall. I've had so much faith in this thing, and I'm just happy that it was good placed faith. Like I hadn't been excited for anything that much ever since like Avengers Endgame, bro. Like that was the last time I had that much anticipation for something, which was wild to me. I was like, dang, this is so cool. I get to see One Piece again for the very first time. That was crazy to me. But yeah, and I'm excited that it's actually good and it's already been renewed for a second season, which is
yeah.
On one hand, I think we all kind of saw it coming because the hype around it was so big, but actually seeing 2 weeks after it's been.
Yeah.
By the way, Netflix has just renewed us for it. I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay, let's I had something on my mind that I wanted to say about it, but if that comes about, let's talk about the characters. Because I think that most of the characters were done really well, especially by the actors. And if the characters weren't done well, I feel like that was more to the script than to the actors. Because I feel like there were some lines with Luffy that like they were a little bit off-putting to me that I didn't like. And then there was like just Usopp who just got like shafted throughout the entire thing really. And
Kind of did.
Yeah, he didn't really have any character moments. He was just kind of like he
was just there.
Yeah, at the end of like Syrup Village, it's like you're coming with us. He's like, why? Because you do it in the manga. And he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like the only reason why Usopp is on the crew is because it's canon.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, that is
Like
kind of
he
what
did
it felt like.
he really didn't do anything. And you could be like, "Oh, it's chalked up to Luffy's intuition."
Yeah.
But like we don't really see that enough. That's not a point that is fleshed out well enough in the series at this point in time in season 1 for that to be an acceptable reason as to why he does that.
Okay, I think that right if that all like the stuff that I have a problem with in the first season, with Usopp's character especially being one of those things, I think that my thoughts on it now that I'm reserving like total judgment until the second season, because at the end of the day, this is a new story. Like this is One Piece, but this is a new One Piece. So like they're gonna develop the characters a little bit differently. So if Usopp gets his like big moment like in Alabasta, like he did, and that could provide some like everybody's feeling like Usopp. Like even I've been watching like reactions from like non One Piece watchers. Hey, what's up, Matt? Nice to see you in the chat again. It's always nice to have you. But I've been watching like new One Piece reactions from like people who have never seen the show before. And so seeing that, they're like, damn, Usopp's funny, I guess, but why is he here? Like he has like a crazy moment in Alabasta where that could be like he's like finally like I'm like, damn it, I gotta pull my weight. Like, you know, I'm not really doing anything, you know.
Yeah.
Although I wish they would have done that initially.
I do want to say though, even though he hasn't done all that much, I think the actor especially is just doing a great job portraying Usopp.
Yeah, I agree. I think
so too. The thing that the biggest qualm I had was that he wasn't enough of a beta cuck.
What?
You know?
What do you mean?
Like,
what?
He wasn't afraid enough in like Syrup Village. Like there was very little times where I saw like his cowardice.
I mean, he was kind of running and screaming for like half an episode. You know what I mean?
Guys,
Really?
I'm sorry. Are you really expecting a brave warrior of this to run cowardice?
Yeah. Mr. Prince better be cold. He better be. That moment goes crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Pepin has no idea what I'm talking about, and probably Noah doesn't either.
I don't think I do.
Do you remember?
I don't remember Mr. Prince's.
Do you remember in Rain Base in Alabasta? It's like Crocodile's little casino. When the rest of the crew gets captured, and then Sanji calls in the Crocodile, and then Crocodile's like, "Who is this?" And Sanji's like, "Call me Mr. Prince."
My God, I remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember that. I was watching that. I was like, no clue who the hell Sanji is.
Does that have some sort of like significance or something?
It's just a cool moment for Sanji. Because Jake, I swear to God, everything that you're doing will be on the internet forever. I hope you know that.
Jake, get naked. I'm kidding.
I fully expect that one of these days I'm gonna see a clip of Jake just spazzing out in the background of this stream, like just like randomly,
I hope so.
Like 5 years from now. But no, that was like it's just a fun moment for Sanji, like when he like goes like secretive behind the scenes and does stuff. People,
for sure.
So yeah, it'd be cool. But no, I think definitely in Alabasta, Usopp can definitely have a lot of things drawn up. Like especially, I hope they include like the 50-ton hammer moment.
Oh yes.
That was so cool when I saw it. Like, oh my God, that's so fucking awesome. That shot looks so badass, but you know he's fucking with them, and it's great. It's a great moment. So he definitely has room to grow. And Luffy annoyed me quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but some lines he would say kind of frustrated me, just because what like stuff like he would say like I'm not gonna let innocent people get hurt, and like I'm not gonna sit here and say like that's like not Luffy's beliefs, but he would never say that out loud. Like he would like I've never heard him talk about innocent people once in the manga or the anime. You know what I mean? He just kind of does shit. He does. He's like he just helps people because, or God, there was another thing that kind of bothered me. Oh yeah, like when he's talking about good versus bad. Like Luffy never talks about good versus bad. He's always like, I'll let you decide if I'm good or bad or not. That's his whole thing. So that's pretty cool. But I hope that gets better in the later seasons, because they have a chance to adapt all of that as well.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to say though, I feel like a lot of the things were shortened. One thing.
Kevin, you're cutting out a little bit. You're cutting out pretty.
Why am I cutting out? I hate this. The internet should be.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Look up Shack Attack shoes and tell me if I should get them. I
Shack
bet.
it.
Let me see. Give me a second. Oh,
What?
dang! Those actually
What?
the
What's
original
happening?
ones.
The Shaq attack shoes?
Did they attack Shaq with the shoes?
Yo, some of these actually look pretty fire.
I'm confused.
So many times.
Dang.
What the fuck?
Yeah, full send. Those things look sick.
These look like ass. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tyler,
The
you don't get
McDonald's
shoes.
They look terrible.
Those are the Mc shoes.
The Mick shoes. These are
Oh,
the Mick
getting
shoes.
some Mick shoes. That sounds hype, not gonna lie.
But Pep, what were you saying before about something?
So the one thing I do have to say, oh god, I just lost my. Oh yeah. I feel like they shorten out a lot of the things in the anime. I mean, in the live action, which makes sense.
Mm.
But I don't know. I feel like a lot of the emotional things that were in there lost.
Yeah, I think like in Orange Town, they cut out Shoo Shoo, which was like the big emotional moment of that arc.
Dude, freaking the dog, bro.
Yeah.
So sad.
They cut out.
Another live action making sure that are there.
You cut out again.
No
Batman.
animal what?
None of the animals that made an impact are there.
Yeah, Shoo Shoo's gone. Kuro was no, I'm sorry, bro. Kuro was an idiot. Kuro was absolutely retarded.
Bro, yeah.
He was a buffoon.
Yeah.
Watching that, and like, I swear to God, if you hit me with that lightsaber, Jake.
Yeah.
Watching Kuro just use his super speed and then slow down and then push Usopp at regular speed gave me an aneurysm. The shit.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
In anime, it's fine, you know, because it's like, oh, it looks so fast, but
No, it's
Oh,
like
they react.
it's like in the anime, his speed works entirely differently. Because in the show,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, let's give him the super speed, but he can like control it and everything like that. In the anime, he can just use his super speed, and he can't really control where he's going or what he's hitting. So it makes a lot more sense that he doesn't kill the Straw Hats immediately because he has no idea where they are. Like
yeah.
So
Fair,
that- so-
alright.
like with Kurt, and also in Syrup Village, they took out the Usopp Pirates, which is like the main emotional
Yeah.
bit of that arc as well. So that kind of frustrated me. Dawson,
The thing,
say hi. Say hi to the internet, Dawson.
man's really
No,
in his
Dawson.
underwear for free.
Jesus Christ, he's not in his underwear.
Oh.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
That was another thing though. Like, I feel like the Nami quote unquote betraying the entire.
Betraying the what?
So-
So you cut out. You cut out. Sorry. Say it again.
What the
Dang,
f
bro.
is going
You
on
need
with
a
me?
new mic, my friend.
Yeah.
No, it's a whole lot.
It went perfectly fucking vertical.
Jake, shut up! I don't care.
Hey. Pepin, I think you have a noise gate that's not working properly, and I think
I
that's
have
why.
no clue what that is.
I just thought he looked perfect. His character design was solid. I'll give you that. Kuro's character design was solid.
True.
Oh yeah. All of their
Um,
character designs, I think, were fantastic.
Except for Ben Beckman.
I
I
don't
still
even remember who that is.
I'll show you who Ben Beckman is. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me stream. Oh, are you,
I still don't like
you
how
s-
Arlong looked.
Okay. Ben Beckman, One Piece. Okay, let me actually put this on the thing as well. Wait, reaction screen. Okay. What's this? Which it's on. Okay, cool. Okay. So should be able to see this now, hopefully, well enough. But okay, you guys can see my screen as well, right?
Here's, give me 1 second. Whoa!
Yeah, it's got the overlay on stream.
Yeah, but you can see it on the Discord, right?
Nope.
You can't?
Nope. But
Give me a second. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, can you see it now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is Ben Beckman, Shanks' first mate. And this is Ben Beckman.
Oh my God, you're right,
This is Ned Neckman in the One Piece live action.
bro.
What is this?
Wait, I can't see
I
that.
don't know, man.
You can't see. Look at my
That-
stream.
That's just
I
that's
am.
just
Oh, okay.
all types of not it, you know.
Yeah, they got everybody right except for this man. I don't even know. This is not Ben Beck. This is Ned Neckman, bro.
Yeah.
It's
No, it really is though.
It's
That's not.
Yeah.
That's just not it.
it's
man.
not the same guy. It's not him.
Yeah, no.
Shanks, I think, is solid. I think Shanks and Mihawk were fantastic.
I,
Dude,
I think
Mihawk,
Mihawk
was so good.
Mihawk was great. I'm still kind of
Your friends about who?
on the fence about Shanks, but luckily
God damn it!
more of a real suit.
Don't
Never mind.
So what about the real suit? So you said what about the real suit?
Oh no, I said luckily. I was gonna say luckily it's Shanks, so we're gonna see so much more
Oh yeah, we're gonna see Shanks all the time. Honestly,
all the time.
that was the thing
Yeah.
people were talking about. They might bring him back more in the live action because they've just cast an actual actor. You know what I mean?
I
Instead of-
hope they don't.
Yeah, neither do I. Because it's kind of hype when Shanks shows up every 300 episodes. You know what I mean?
Shanks
Oh,
shows
there he is
up,
again!
it's like, oh my god, the One Piece, and doesn't say anything else.
Yeah. Every time he shows up, he's like, dang, Luffy's pretty cool. And everyone's like, oh my god, he is cool. And then he goes away.
Yeah.
Although, just got Fallout 3, solid, man. I've heard, I don't know, nothing about that game, but I've heard people like Fallout, apparently. But no, I think Syrup Village was the worst batch of episodes.
Yeah, it was
Just-
pretty bad.
I like the good. There was good character moments in it, but like the villains is what kind of ruined it for me. But the characters, like the Straw Hats, were enjoyable through it, and if you watch it with like your brain off, it's fun.
You sliced your hand.
I
Don't
don't tend
care.
to watch things with my brain on. So it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, One Piece live action. I think it's pretty solid if you watch it with your brain off. It's like okay, it's just a fun little battle. The second you start thinking about it, especially Kuro and how like absolute like dumbfounded, retarded his plan is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, wouldn't people be pretty suspicious that both Mary and Kaya die?
Yeah.
Like, pretty, and then like directly afterwards, he inherits the entire shipyard.
Yeah, his plan makes more sense in the manga because like, oh, his whole crew comes in, and then they die in like a pirate raid. Like, sure, but nothing happened, and she just got stabbed, and her butler has the like, come on now, come on, bro.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Seems legit to me.
So I wanted to bring this up as well because Noah sent this to me earlier, and I've seen this floating around. This One Piece IGN review.
So bad.
It's hilarious.
Whoever wrote it does not understand what One Piece is, and two, what a live action adaptation is supposed
What
to be.
are all these stupid pirates?
Yeah.
And why is that one guy stretchy?
It's like okay, it's this
Kind
part.
of.
It's this part right here, right? I think the verdict. It's like Netflix's One Piece strives to recreate the magic of its source material in live action, but Jake. It looks like you just shoved something up your ass.
It's up there. Perfectly vertical, man.
Perfectly fucking vertical. No, it says material in life, but this requires jettisoning some pieces of the plot. This creates an interesting variation on the live action running manga and live action on the long running manga and the anime that works in parts. And the Netflix series is at its best when it charts its own path in response to the changes made by showrunner Matt Owens and the writing staff. Unfortunately, instead of committing fully to this retelling, One Piece constantly sails back into familiar waters and fan service, muddying the experience. It's a shame considering most of the other aspects, from the visual and practical effects to wild action scenes and endearing cast, work well together. While this live action version does an admirable job of showcasing the spirit of One Piece, its abridged treatment of the plot removes most, if not all, of its heart.
What?
You know what this kind of...
What do you mean to remove?
You know what this is kind of sounding like?
What?
You know how, like, every time you watch a live action anime where you want it to, like, deviate from what the...
You're breaking up again, Pepe.
Yeah, you're breaking up real bad, dude.
Okay, what kind of breaking up is it?
Well,
'Cause
you start talking, and then for a long time we see your mouth moving, we just don't hear your voice. It's so weird.
You want to hear me normally
Again,
now?
I think
I
it's a
can
noise gate
hear
or
you.
mic monitor.
If you keep talking for a bit, so say what you're saying again, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. Do I sound like a normal person?
Yeah. Okay. That's
Okay.
everything
Yes.
so far.
So far, so good.
Mm.
Okay, so, you know how, like, this kind of seems like, you know, that moment when you watch a live-action anime, and the only thing you really want is for it to really deviate from what the actual anime is, and basically make a completely new story that has nothing to do with your... Oh, wait a second, no.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing for years and failing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like I'm so confused what this guy's talking about, because he gave it a 6 out of 10. And it's
Yeah.
it's like it's at its best when it's not One Piece. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What do
What's
you mean?
the point of being One Piece
Yeah.
if it's not One Piece?
Yeah, like, what do you even mean by that? What's happening? I don't even know what you want at that point. This just sounds like someone who's like trying to like. Also, like
He wants to sound like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he wants to be different. He wants to be like, oh, I actually didn't really like it. It took out all the heart and the emotional impact of these characters because it didn't spend enough time developing them.
I think that while it hits a little bit harder in the anime, like the big emotional moment of the season, like the Nami help me scene, right? It hits a lot harder there because like the town is involved as well, that's the thing. But as a character moment, and it's like as a moment for the crew in the show, it absolutely works. And I feel like in terms of most of the changes for the One Piece live action, they don't take away from the plot. It's like it's still good without it, but it doesn't feel like something's missing. Like if you're watching this without prior knowledge of One Piece, but if you watch it and you watch One Piece as well, it's like, okay, there's more, but I don't feel like I've lost anything without that.
For
like,
sure.
And I think that's the perfect sweet spot that they hit.
Yeah.
That it was a perfect balance of being able to make previous One Piece fans enjoy and be able to bring a new One Piece experience to them.
Yeah.
Like you said, being able to experience One Piece again for the first time and being able to enjoy it, but also making it to where, like, newcomers to One Piece and to the story in general still have something that's intriguing, cohesive, and understandable, but also not like polarizing.
Yeah.
Because One Piece in the anime, I won't lie, like all anime itself can kind of be polarizing, especially something like One Piece, you know. And so
For sure.
I think for a modern like that's the thing is like I would not show my parents the One Piece anime. No, I wouldn't. But I would show them the One Piece live action.
Yeah. And speaking of it, I showed my uncle the One Piece live action. Like he came down when we watched it. We watched all of it together. And like he's a person that's like really into like literary stuff and like writing and like deep storytelling. And for years I've been telling him, bro, One Piece is the best fucking fantasy out there. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Fucking, it's the best thing. And he's a huge Tolkien fan, Lord of the Rings fan. So
Yeah.
he's just been kind of like not believing. My dog is chasing Jake right now.
My dogs are mad vibing on my bed.
But hold on, Jesus fucking Christ. I guess he's outside
so
now.
Pepin. Oh.
But basically, what do you want? Oh my absolute god!
It's funny. The moment we start streaming, people just start flooding into rooms that they don't.
Honestly, yes. You guys entertain them while I go away.
All right. Now, guys, we gotta start talking about our top 10 favorite. Come on, say it with me. Ready, Noah? Buggy thirst trap TikToks.
I see.
So first of all, I do have to say, one of my favorite characters for the live action has been Buggy. I think he's done really well. But online, I keep just seeing thirst TikToks and reels for Buggy, and I'm just like, why? Why,
There's a
Mr.
lot
Clown Man?
Yeah, there's a lot of like thirst stuff for like all the characters, especially like Zoro. And I know Kyler sent me an Usopp thirst
Yo.
edit. And it was him like when he's at Baratier like drinking and stuff, and so he's like dancing, and it's like to like this like music and stuff. And Kyler was like, imagine if you watched this and this was your only knowledge of who Usopp was. And I was like, oh man,
That's
because
the
that's
only
not
knowledge you
Usopp
need.
at all.
What about Usopp?
I'll be
What about-
honest. I just imagine like that's how
The
people
thirst
in the
trap edit you
restaurant.
sent me of Usopp.
Bro, that thirst trap that edit was hilarious. I was just like, imagine that you've never heard of One Piece before, and this is the only characterization you have for Usopp.
Guys, just think.
Yeah.
For most people in the One Piece, Usopp, that's the only thing they ever see of Usopp.
Yeah. Also, some people are actually strong like anime. The people on steroids are not. It's a type of feng shui that's inside your mind. Real nerds are like kung fu majors. I don't know what you're talking about, but hey, CC, nice to have you in the chat. I haven't seen you here before, but it's nice to have you. Also, I don't know what that means, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that isn't. I mean, I just thought that was funny. That is, but I think the character that Jacob plays is Usopp very strongly. I think his lies are hilarious in this.
Oh, for sure.
I think they're like at the beginning when he started telling them, I was like, is he telling the truth right now or is he lying? And as it goes on, I can tell that he's lying now, and it's just funny to me. What, like he's like Nami's like, I don't know how many naval battles you've been in. He's like 24 at least, and it's just little stuff like that.
I also absolutely loved in the Baratier when he was like, what's up? And I was just sitting there like, that's just saying he's lying, right?
Yeah.
Are we? That's just
like Usopp's word. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Usopp's word.
Usopp's word.
I heard that and I was like, ugh.
That don't mean shit. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think speaking of Barati, I think that first of all, I think Romance Dawn in this is actually better than the anime and the manga. I think it's the strongest introduction to One Piece that we have. We get like in equal parts Luffy, Nami, and Zoro, and it's just like it's a whole episode filled with like fun action and fun character interactions that just like make it feel like, oh, we're about to go on a crazy cool adventure at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And I think
I think they did Romance Dawn very good.
and I think that Baratier, in my opinion, is also like just as good as the anime, even though it's different. I like the character moment for Sanji and Zeph hits just as hard in this, and like a lot of stuff that happens, like Zoro versus Mihawk and Arlong coming and kicking Luffy's ass, and I think makes it feel. Even though I like a lot of the stuff with Don Krieg and Gin, and like a lot of the stuff that how like Luffy teaches Sanji determination, and Zoro as well, like follow through your dreams, was like just kind of put onto Zeph, and I think it worked. The only thing I would have changed, though, I would have had Sanji watch the fight versus Mihawk. I would have had Sanji there. That is the only thing I would have changed about it. So, It's about their lives and how they live. Some people have superhero lives and type bodies, so animating it into something more is just more exciting. The urban legends. Do you guys know what he's talking about?
I'm
God damn
gonna
it, dog.
pretend like I do.
I'm sorry, but what you're saying is kind of lost on me right now. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more context. Obviously, it was in response to something we said, but I don't entirely remember what we said.
Yeah.
So
I have the memory of a squirrel with dementia, so I'm sorry.
wow, that's impressive. Congratulations,
right?
Pepin.
Thank you. What were you saying again?
Something about something. People who live exciting lives get stories written about them. I mean, you're correct. You're right.
Yeah.
Sure. A lot of people have an issue with Arlong, and how like big he is. Like he's supposed to be bigger in the anime and the manga, like substantially. And I really don't think that was a problem in this. I feel like Arlong felt strong and intimidating, and he doesn't really need to be. Arlong is not one of the characters that you need to make huge, to me.
Yeah, I think they made up for it with the fact that he just felt intimidating.
Yeah.
Like the actor himself did a very, very good job of being Arlong.
Yeah. When we get to characters like Whitebeard, like for me,
Whitebeard,
big guy.
Whitebeard's gonna need to.
Big guy.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do, because I feel like it could go either way. I'd obviously prefer him to be big though, but I feel like it could go either way.
I think they should actually make a miniature.
What'd you say?
Just a little guy, just a little white beard guy. We talking?
Also, speaking of like we're talking about Marineford right now, but like, I don't know if you guys know this, probably not, but they did actually say, like the producers were interviewed and we were like, right now we're planning for like 6 seasons and we're hoping to get 12. And
dang, really?
Yeah, which is crazy to me, because like and people have been saying like on TikTok and stuff, like, I don't think One Piece is gonna get more than 3 seasons. Like Netflix is gonna cancel it, and it's like they're thinking of like One Piece is like a standard Netflix show. Like it's like fucking Altered Carbon or The Witcher or something. Like
they've already renewed it for a second season.
Yeah.
2 weeks after it's been released, and you really think they're only going to give it one more season after this?
Yeah.
They would literally be throwing money away if they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, hear me out though.
That would be one of the stupidest financial decisions that Netflix would ever make.
Yeah, and it's
hear me out though. They're pretty well known for making shitty finance.
Okay, yeah, but okay, like here's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and like nobody's gonna sit here and tell me that if the Duffer Brothers didn't just want to keep making Stranger Things seasons, then Netflix wouldn't be like, okay, keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're ending on season 5, but Stranger Things is their most lucrative show. So like you think they're just gonna like stop at season 5? Like that's not gonna happen. If it's good and if it's like and if like One Piece is like the most popular show on the platform, which looks like it'll probably be after a couple of more seasons, like Alabasta. If they do Alabasta well, which I think doing Alabasta well is a lot easier than doing East Blue well, because the stories in East Blue are very dense. A lot of stuff happens in a short amount of time at very small islands. Versus there's a lot less important character beats you have to hit overall in Alabasta to make the story work. Like in overall in the saga. Like you could have like the first episode be like Logtown. And I think they did a good job. Like I think I would have before watching this, I would have been like, damn, they should include Logtown at the end. After, I feel like Logtown could be a very strong season opener, and you open with Smoker as well. That's when you introduce Logia fruits for the first time, and that's that's the whole thing of that season, because Luffy shows up. We see Ace, and we see Crocodile, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. That's true.
So like that could be like the whole thing of that season. Oh shit, it's this new thing, and we also learn about Zoans in that time with Chopper and Dalton at Drum Island. So this is like the season where we're like, oh, we're learning about new kinds of edible fruits. It could be a crazy thing. So we see like,
well, that's the thing though, is that like,
fucking, I don't know, like moose or something like that.
Boku
Um,
Rokota.
Dalton was a bull, I believe.
Yeah, he was something like that.
But
Yeah.
I think like I'm curious if they're even gonna like go into like different devil fruit types and like explain that.
I'm sure they
You know?
will.
Because that's a very like anime thing, and I'd be interested to see if they would apply that to a live action format. As well.
I don't know why they wouldn't. You know, because like it's such a simple thing to explain. And like, yeah, people don't really like explain power systems in like the West, just because a lot of power systems in the West are like soft power systems.
They're like, hey, this guy, strong, punch good.
Yeah, but they like they explain the Force in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I feel it doesn't really take that long to be like, hey, there are 3 different types of devil fruits: Paramecias, Zoans, and Logias. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I feel like in the first episode, right, we see Logtown and all that, and they go there. And then the second episode, we see like Reverse Mountain and Laboon, and they can combine that with a Whiskey Peak and Zoro versus like 100 members of Baroque Works.
I'll be honest. If they go live action, I don't.
Do you think they're gonna add Laboon? Okay.
At least, if I remember, so I'm terrible with names, and it's getting kind of late for me. Laboon was
The whale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna add it.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't tell you why because you haven't gotten there in the story yet. But Laboon is like so important. He's like so important.
See, my thing is just I feel like they're not at him because, first of all, I don't know if they know, like I don't know how far they're planning to make it ahead, like, but either way, that character is going to be a hassle and a half to animate and do it well, you know?
Well, they don't really have to show that much of Laboon. Like realistically, what's the Alvida thing was like 13 minutes of screen time, if that, and you could really shorten Laboon to that amount of time. And also, we had like the Sea King, you know, they showed the Sea King versus Shanks.
That is true. Also, can I just say, compared to the anime, they showed so much more like there's some shit going on here.
Yeah.
In the live action compared to the anime.
Yeah.
I feel because they have
Which
like
I really like.
They have like 20 years of hindsight, so they can like foreshadow even better than Odo did.
I know, but like, bro, because like I recently saw the anime version of it, and it genuinely just looks like Shanks just like looks at him and is like,
yeah,
fuck off.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
yeah,
guess he's just kind of strong. And it's like, and he was like, and the whatchamacallit, the Sea King was just like, okay, I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
In the
like,
in
okay,
the live
bye.
action, it's genuinely like, oh shit, he got some power. That's like, oh, what is this?
Like, oh, he did something there.
I like that a lot because like it leaves you thinking, oh shit, and then in like 6 seasons we find out what it is. Like, oh, that was that thing from the second episode. Dang, One Piece is weird.
Well, and I remember like, and that's another thing that's great about One Piece and people who like.
Better than having another Aladdin.
Really
I liked Aladdin, the live action. But go on.
Shut up.
Because I remember, Kyler, you and I were watching Alabasta and Zoro's fight with Mr. One.
Yeah.
And you mentioned like you saw like something Zoro did something, and you were like that was foreshadowed this early on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy. Like so, like stuff like that can be really enhanced in the story. And like also really quickly to go back to Laboon and Pepin, like to me, if you cut out Laboon, you might as well not have the Straw Hats in One Piece. Like that's how important he is.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll.
Like that's not.
What does this whale do?
That's not something you find out until Thriller Bark. Like that's. When...
Bro, I'm gonna look like I'm gonna get there, and it's just gonna be like, hey, by the way, the whale ate the One Piece. It ate the One Piece. The whale, it ate it. That's what the One Piece is. It's in the whale's stomach.
The whale piece.
Whale piece. The whale piece is real. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Can we get much higher?
Bro, I love that I can't find a single One Piece live action video without in the comments section there being the One Piece is real and then 20 replies going, can we get much higher? It's fantastic. Every video I look at is just that. No, but like I said, I think you can do like Whiskey Peak at the end, then end it with like fucking Igaram exploding, and Miss All Sunday showing up, and then being like, damn, you're about to get your asses beat, Straw Hats, and whatever. By the way, they killed Mary in this, which is not a character who dies in.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it's not a character who, as far as I know, it's like.
It's a great idea. Hopefully the series doesn't get exiled. We already got renewed for a second season, so things are looking good. But yeah, Mary isn't.
Yeah, but like Mary also isn't a character that is present. You know.
Yeah, but also I think that like, first of all, Mary's a funny character because like he's like a nothing character, and he's like the name of the Straw Hats ship.
I know.
Which is like, hilarious. I didn't even remember that until I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, oh, yeah, they did do that.
I was watching, like, the first time I watched it, like, don't get me wrong, fun that they named it after that person, but, like, who
are you?
Cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but I think that killing Mary off, right, is a good precedent for what's to come. Because if they're killing Mary off, they're probably telling us people will die this time. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
The characters. So now I'm thinking like in the Alabasta saga, two prominent characters survive death, which is Igaram, which is like Vivi's attendant, right, and then Pell, which is the Falcon. And I feel like you can get away with a fake out death for Igaram, but you can't at all for Pell because he fucking takes a nuke to the face. And it's and he just kind of gets up, and it's like, nah, I'm good actually.
But with the power of friendship.
Yeah. So that shows me that they're probably gonna end up killing Pell at the very least, which I'm very happy about. Which will be cool. And so that's why I'm like, in Whiskey Peak, are we gonna actually see Igaram die, like for real, or is it gonna be a fake out death? I kind of hope we still have some fake out deaths like that, because I feel like stories need a healthy balance of real death and fake out death for it to kind of, because like if it's only real death at a certain point, like when I was watching Game of Thrones, at a certain point when an important character would die, I was just like, oh, they're dead, I guess. Oh, okay, dang. Versus at the beginning of the series, I was like, oh no, they're dead. But if it was like,
or is it like, oh, are they really dead?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, there was a certain point where I thought, so this is going to be a bit of a but a somewhat recent anime. It's like not Dead Man Wonderland.
Hell's Paradise?
Hell's Paradise, yes. So when I was watching it, this is, by the way, if you're watching, close your ear holes. Spoiler warning right here. At a certain point, like, the majority of the main cast that you think is the main cast just killed off. And you're like, oh my... when I was watching, I was like, oh my god, they had the balls to do that? That's cool.
Yeah.
And then, one after the other, they all just kind of were alive. And I was like, you know, I liked these characters, but they shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's like if you're gonna kill your characters, commit. But also, I think a healthy amount of fake out deaths can still make death feel real when it actually does happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like Igaram should survive, but like also a lot of people are worried about, and rightfully so, how they're gonna do Chopper next season.
I'm hoping, I'm praying, Sonic copy.
Puppet.
No, a lot of people are like, a lot of people are like, it's gonna be just do CGI. First of all, that's way too fucking expensive. He's a main ass character that needs to be like in every fucking scene after Drum, and obviously like I'm on the make Chopper a Muppet bandwagon, because not only can like first of all you can animate him a little bit more with CGI as well, and like have that kind of thing happen. Where he's like where sometimes he's CGI, but also you can just have him like be like Baby Yoda, and like also people don't realize a lot of the time Chopper's just like sitting on one of the Straw Hats' heads.
You know what? That's true.
So you could just have him just like chilling on Zoro's head for most of the time and not talking. And when he does have to talk, it's just like he just talks for a little bit, and it's just chill.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'd be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Having just Chopper around, and then like when he like transforms, like animate that and just have like a real man. Like a real like just have Dwayne the Rock Johnson walk on set, and then just like do a fight scene.
No. Vin Diesel.
Yeah, just have
Vin
Vin
Diesel,
yeah, Vin
yes.
Diesel, bro. Yes, that'd be fantastic. Because he's
He
already
pulls up in it. He pulls up in his Dodge Challenger.
Yeah,
And he's like, family.
yeah.
Boku wa
Boku
dokta.
wa dokta.
Tony, family.
That'd be great.
Tony, I am Tony Chopper.
Alright, I think also I would love like for season 2, Mihawk the Vin Diesel. They already got a great Mihawk, but Vin Diesel for Chopper. If we can't get Chris Pratt, get Vin Diesel.
I mean, like, everyone knows Chris Pratt, best one,
Yeah,
Chopper, right?
True.
We're in agreement.
We are in
on
agreement that it's good. It should be Chris.
We are?
Yeah, it's Chris Pratt, bro.
Noah, are you not in?
Chris Pratt. He's already
Am I
played
not
Mario. He's played Garfield.
He's
Chopper's
going
next
to play
up.
Garfield.
Chopper's next up, bro. He's next up on the list.
Yeah,
I see.
he played Emmett. I keep forgetting that he
He
played
did play Emmett.
Played Emmett.
He's not a bad voice actor, like at all.
No,
No, he
he's
is.
honestly pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris Pratt for Chopper. And also I told this to Noah, but I would love if they ended the first season with like this is the second season, but with a silent goodbye moment where they all put their fists up and then and then it cuts to black, right? And then you have the credits, and then we have a post-credit scene. It's like 30 seconds where like Robin walks out, and then she's just like, and then they're shocked, and then she does her whole thing, and she's like, yeah, I guess I have to join your crew now. And then Luffy's like, oh yes, that makes sense, welcome. And then Robin's just like, what the fuck? And then it cuts to black, and this is the end of the season. We don't get any more context on that.
Bro, that would be awesome.
That'd be good.
Like everybody who has never seen One Piece before is like, what the fuck? She was murdering our asses the whole time, and now she's just on our crew. It's just moments like that that would be like fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would go crazy.
And like also we get to see Ace next season as well.
Oh my god, I wonder who's gonna play Ace.
I like my original fan cast for Luffy was Shota Dueña of Cobra Kai, the guy who plays Miguel in Blue Beetle. And I think that he would still make it. I think if he's not Luffy, I think we could see him as Ace. I think he'd be a good Ace.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. But then again, I'm not that crazy actor
Big on what?
as him as an actor.
You don't like him as an actor?
I don't not like him. It's like, I don't know. I can't see him as Ace.
They are showing all the strong people. It's pretty hot, ain't it? They got some nice bodies. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, CC? What's happening? What's going on?
Some schmexy people, Kyler. I think it's
You know, you're right. It's a pretty schmexy cast. I'm not gonna lie.
some hot schmexy people.
Yeah.
And that one guy, who got really badly casted on Shanks' crew.
Yeah, but yeah, that was like, oof, I don't know about what's going on here. But I think Ace could be pretty good. I think they're probably gonna end up showing more of Ace in the live action as well.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because okay, even like this show is more based on the manga than it is the anime. Because they changed a couple things. Like they actually show Luffy stabbing himself. They talk about how Zeph ate his foot, which is a thing in the anime.
Yeah.
But in the anime though, Ace stays with the Straw Hats for a much longer time than he does in the manga.
Does he?
Really?
In the manga, right? It's just like it's the bar scene where we meet Ace. Ace is fighting Smoker. He goes to the ship. with the Straw Hats. He blows up 5 ships and then he leaves immediately after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's all, but in the anime, he like stays with them for like a couple episodes.
Yeah,
and
he
chills.
and he walks
he's,
around.
He's been chilling with
Yeah,
them.
which is like it's anime canon, and I think that that's actually better because it endears you more to Ace versus
Yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
other one. It's like I exist, I'm a badass. Anyways, bye now.
Yeah. But he is a badass.
I concur.
Yeah.
So I hope they have
You
that.
can't deny.
I hope they have that, and I feel like they could also like show Ace like in season 3, where like have like you know how they have the cutaway to like to Kobe and stuff. I feel like what they could do, right, just like don't have Garp, Kobe, and Helmeppo in the second season at all, right? Have that because we tease Smoker at the end. Smoker could be the cutaway that we have next season, right? Smoker's the B plot,
Yeah.
and then after that, after we introduce Ace. Ace hunting Blackbeard is the B plot for season 3. I feel like that'd be really cool to see.
That could be good. That could be very good, actually. I would enjoy that.
That actually does remind me of something about the live action. I don't know if I really like the direction they're going with Garp and
Kobe and
Helmeppo and Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because, well, first of all, about Helmeppo, I don't like his character design and like how Helmeppo in the anime, at least, the kind of guy you just kind of wanna punch in the face.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he doesn't really give that off in the anime as much.
Mm.
I mean, not the anime, in the
Well,
live action.
In the first episode, he does.
What?
Yeah, in the first
I think-
episode.
I
but
feel like-
after that, he's kind of just like
Well, he's
not the worst.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing in the anime and the manga as well, where like you see like him training with Kobe and them becoming friends, and like there's in the anime it's reduced to one episode, but in the manga it's like a cover story where it's like you see one frame of like them training and like so I think they did a good job. Where, like in the first episode he's a dick, and after that he slowly becomes less of a dick until at the end him and Kobe are
Like
friends.
he's still kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Like before, like mid series, you
Yeah.
know. Like he's definitely not like I don't know.
I do also
Really
want to say
nice.
I don't understand Garp in the live action all that much.
Garp. Okay, here's the thing. I love my favorite scene with Garp in the live action is Garp and Zeph at the table talking about the old versus the new generation. Like that scene was fantastic, I think. And there's a lot of other stuff with Garp, like in the first couple of episodes that I really liked. I like him when when he first shows up and he's intimidating and he's like scared. He's like he's like threatening to like hang Kobe on the cross and stuff. And then I like, and even when he first gets revealed as Luffy's grandfather, I like because like it's a fun little scene. After that, when Garp calls Mihawk, and he's like,
God.
Mihawk, one of the top 10 strongest people in the world.
Go kill him.
Yeah, come arrest my grandson right quick. And then he looks at, and then he's on the phone with Mihawk, and he deadass says with a straight face, "Don't underestimate Luffy." What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro.
I was like, what? Like, I'm like, for new fans who have no idea who Mihawk is, this is fine. You're not gonna question that. However, for me, who does, and when the series goes on later, and you see it in hindsight, people are gonna be like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why would Garp call Mihawk to deal with Luffy? Like that's it's weird to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Mihawk, Mihawk could waltz in there, look at him, and
kill him.
die.
Yeah,
Luffy,
that's it. Just
Luffy
looks.
would die.
Yeah. I feel like it would have made more sense if what I would have done is just how like Garp's stuck, right? We cut to just Baratier. Like Don Krieg breaks in just like before. Then Mihawk shows up and kills Don Krieg, and then Zoro challenges him to a fight. Because in the anime, in the manga, Mihawk showed up randomly, and you don't need a reason.
He was just kind of vibing around, and then it's like, wait a minute, I know you, Don Creek. Was it? Yeah, he was fighting first with Don Creek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mihawk chased him out of the Grand Line because he was bored. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened. So I feel like if they just did that and then just had him killed because they didn't want to include Don Creek, just have Mihawk kill him and then have Zoro fight him. Like that could have worked perfectly fine. But having Garp call him is weird to me. After that, I think episode 5 is one of the best episodes in the whole series, like top 3 in the live action. But that small thing is like, that's a little weird, a little strange.
Yeah.
I also want to say at the very end of the live action like episode, I didn't really understand why they chose to have the entire time. Of course, Garp incredibly against Luffy being a pirate, and then all of a sudden at the end, when Luffy's like, "I've always been a pirate," you're just like, okay, well.
Even in the manga, in the anime, Garp would never arrest Luffy. Like he just wouldn't do it. But like, and I think this weird thing of him like testing Luffy is a little bit strange. And apparently, people who have never seen One Piece before like seem to like it as a story, so that's fine. But for me, knowing Garp, I feel like that's a little bit strange. Like that whole like testing him thing is weird to me. Like I feel like Garp is great up until episode 5, then he kind of falls off, and then episode 7 he's fantastic with the conversation with Zeph. Then after that it's weird, cause Kobe's like, because this entire time he's like, we're gonna capture Luffy, we're gonna get him, and then Kobe has the conversation with him, and he's like, Luffy's always been a pirate, we shouldn't still let him be a pirate though, it's bad. And then he's like, you're right. And then he goes on stage to have his speech, and then he's like, we were gonna capture them before, but this time we're really gonna catch him for real this time. For serious!
Yeah. This is the one right here. Right here, promise, guys.
And then
like, I know what we did last time. I know how it looks, but this one.
And then they get there, and he's like, "Nah, I was just fucking around. It was just a big joke in it. It was just a prank." And that's just a little bit strange.
Got him.
Yeah.
It was a prank. You've all just been pranked, silly gooses.
And Garp's just like, "Where's the fun in that?" And that feels like it's okay, Garp, to me. But like at the end, I'm reserving full judgment for later on because I feel like they could make that work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they can, but right now, as a thing, and me comparing that, I know what happens later in the manga. I'm like, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't think the Mihawk thing will ever make sense, though. I don't think that'll ever make sense. Because like, also, it's not like he knows where Mihawk is. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, if Mihawk just showed up at their ship, or there were no other ships near them, right? But Kobe goes out of his. They have Kobe go out of his way to tell Garp there's a marine fleet that can help us, and Garp's like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call the greatest swordsman in the world. That I don't know if he's in the Grand Line. I don't know if he's in the first or the second half of the Grand Line, and I'm just gonna have him show up. Like, maybe he knows where Mihawk is, but I don't know that he knows where Mihawk is. So that's weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
But they could have just specified, like, yeah, I know, like, oh, we know Mihawk, like, we know Mihawk's there, or he just shows up at the fucking ship. Like, that, I don't know.
We've recently seen 12 ships cut in half.
Yeah. We know Mihawk's in this area.
Well,
like, it could have been something like that.
Yeah, well, and another thing about that arc as a whole is that I feel like we didn't, like I liked the Sanji stuff, but because they focused more on Zoro versus Mihawk, because of the fact that Don Krieg wasn't there, then like it kind of takes out a little bit of like Sanji's spotlight.
I agree. But I think Sanji does get
like.
I think Sanji gets
like this is his. Oh.
No, go on.
Hold on, give me 1 second. My dad's calling me.
I was gonna say, I think Sanji has a fantastic character character introduction. Like, he shows up, like the cooking scene, his banter with Zeph.
Hatred for oregano.
Yeah. Then he goes out, and then he argues with Zeph, and then he goes out and he has the fun interaction with the Strife, and he fights with Nami, and he kicks some ass. It's a fun and then we see him feed Gin. I think those character moments are really strong, but then the episode gets taken out by Zoro, which is fine, I think. But then in the second episode, this episode 6, we really focus on Sanji, have his whole backstory, and the whole character moment with Zeph and everything. But I think Sanji gets a lot of time to shine, especially in contrast to Usopp. I think
we can all agree Usopp just kind of got shafted.
Yeah, he really did. Usopp kind of just like, yeah, I'm here, I guess. If I was somebody who had never seen One Piece before, and then Luffy invited him onto the crew, I'd be like, but why though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't do any, and Luffy's like, I need a sniper on my crew because he shot some seeds into a pot. You think he's a good sniper, and I know Usopp's a good sniper because I've seen the anime. But
I mean, yeah, he's best, but
seeing him shoot some seeds into a pot 10 feet away in the kitchen.
It doesn't really scream join my pirate.
Yeah, like if they at least gave Usopp a moment, like I've said, like they should have kept Klahador's crew. When they throw Luffy and Zoro out, they should have then locked the mansion, right? Then had the crew show up, Luffy and Zoro beat up the whole crew, and then inside they just have Usopp protecting Kaya, like a Home Alone situation. I feel like that would have been really good to see, but they didn't do that, obviously.
No.
But I think they would have been like, okay, we see who Usopp is and how useful he can be.
Exactly, yeah.
But they didn't do that. So that was the thing that was like, for me.
Oh, one thing I do have to say though, a character that we haven't really mentioned all that much, but is genuinely like my favorite character, the live action. Bro, Buggy is done so well.
Buggy's fantastic in this.
Like, genuinely one of my favorite moments. They finally get to and they have Buggy along with, and he gets his body back. But before they get him his body back, they're like, "Hey, so you're not gonna like betray us immediately, right?"
Yeah.
And he's genuinely like, "What? No." Well, the moment he gets his body back,
yeah,
gone, never to be seen again.
I love I love Buggy as well. And I think my favorite Buggy moment in this is like Nami runs out of the circus, which I think they made his Buggy's set infinitely more interesting than in the anime, because in the anime he's just a dude on a building, but he has a whole circus now, which is fun. But like Nami runs out of the circus, and then she sees the destruction that Buggy caused. She's dumbfounded, and they tackle her and they bring her back in. She's like, "What did you do?" And then she's like, "You destroyed everything." And then Buggy's like, "I didn't destroy everything. I'm gonna keep their hands." And then he makes them clap. That moment is like so crazy to me, because I
think he's such a good mix of like good villain and comic relief.
Yeah. It's like when you first see him, he's like, that moment to me is like, oh shit, he's fucking scary in this. And then later he's just a joke, and I feel like they handled that really well. Yeah,
for sure. I definitely agree with you on that.
I think Buggy was great. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, what were you gonna say about you were gonna say something about somebody before, Sanji?
Ooh, I was?
Yeah. You were about to say like you didn't.
Well,
you were like the Zoro episode versus the Mihawk took some spotlight.
Yeah, I just feel like it. I feel like it kind of took away some of the spotlight of Sanji, because it is like kind of his arc, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he gets his moment with Zeph, but like we don't really see him like kick enough butt, you know? Like, yeah, he kicks a couple guys, but that's about it. So it's a little...
Yeah, but it's also more about
It's a little disappointing.
It's more about his dream and his character, right? We see him save Geen for free. We see him...
yeah, that's true.
We see him protect
for free?
Zeph. Yeah, we see him protect Zeph and all that stuff. I think Sanji gets a lot better of a character showing than Usopp, especially like people love Sanji in the live action. I think he's done really well.
I agree. His character had better treatment than Usopp.
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
It's not saying much though. You know?
I do think though, for the One Piece live action, I think they should have cut the Garp fight and just like extended the Arlong Park battle by like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would have been way better.
Yeah.
But I did like what we got. Like all of Sanji's kicks look great. Like the Zoro and Sanji versus the Arlong Pirates is great. Usopp running away is fun, even though it doesn't really kind of make sense because he lays down and then he walks away and then Usopp stands up and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna sneak attack you or anything. I want to alert you fully of my presence."
But Kyler, he's been tricked. He's been tricked, bamboozled, and
the writers for the Flash. There's a couple of them in
the One Piece. Oh yeah, that makes sense. No, that makes sense then.
Yeah, for the One Piece live action, and so they had to.
Yeah, they
had to do that.
They invaded the writing room. They were like, "We need some of your expertise. We need our expertise to write this season.
We need our combat to not make sense."
Yeah, because I feel like if they just add 30 seconds to that scene of Usopp getting up after after Chu walks away, and then him just going like, "All right, so what lie am I gonna tell?" Right, like, it's like, and then like talking to himself, and then like maybe a couple flashbacks, and like him gripping his hand and be like, "I'm sorry, Nami," or something, and then he stands up and he's like, "Hey, asshole!" That would have made a lot more sense than him just standing up out of nowhere. Like we don't even see any conflict in him. Like it's supposed to be his like big moment where he's like, "I have to contribute something," and he doesn't even do that.
Yeah.
I think
it's unfortunate.
I think the Sanji fight is great. Sanji's kicks look fantastic in this.
Sanji's kicks looked amazing.
They look so good.
Like, they really did.
You know what I find very funny though about
Yeah, what?
Not anime, live action. It's done so well that I've seen people nitpick the one Sanji and he messes up with the swords.
Oh yeah. Where Zoro,
so much.
Yeah, people like have to like really nitpick this. Oh, I knew it was trash. He rolls and it's a fake sword. Like that is I saw a review on IMDb that was like, "This show sucks. Why does Nami have a tiny slug earpiece? Why does Party's bar have a neon light for the sign? Why does Buggy have a circus? This is a terrible live action. 0 out of 10." And it's like those the most minuscule of changes, and even like the little slug earpiece I thought was really cool. Like that's not the anime at all, and I was like, "Oh, that's a really cool little thing that they added." Like I like that a lot. And when it like drowns and it's like, "Oh, that's," I don't know. I think that like makes the world like, so that I think makes people say, "Okay, this is just like how communication works in this world." I guess we talk we talk into slugs. I like it. But he was like,
no, I thought it was great.
Yeah, but he was like, "There's a slug earpiece. 0 out of 10. This show sucks." Well, actually, let me see if I can find that review on IMDb.
I think, honestly, hearing that just sounds hilarious.
Yeah. Hold on. Is it? Oh shit.
My dad's calling me again. 1 second.
L. Having a dad? Cringe.
Bro. Become fatherless.
Honestly. Hold on. Where is it? Let me put on my my thing again. My little reaction screen. There it is. One Piece. Go to IMDb. Where's the 8.5 on IMDb, which is a really good rating.
Yeah, honestly, especially for a live action.
Yeah, it's a good rating for fucking any show, dude. Like,
yeah, no, but like especially for a live action.
Yeah, true. What is Ahsoka? Ahsoka has an 8, really. The Wheel of Time is 7.1. Oh, One Piece anime is rated on IMDb. 8.9. Okay. But where's the reviews, the user ratings? Let's look at the 1 out of 10 reviews. Shit.
Slug earpiece. Garbage show.
Bad show. God damn it. Where's it? Rating by episode. How do I find the 1 out of 10 reviews on this? Because that one was really funny to me when I looked at it. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What? What was really funny?
There was a review that's like, it was like, why is there a slug earpiece? Why does Party's bar have neon lights? Why, like 0 out of 10 show. This show sucks.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
User reviews. Okay. Where we go? Let me scroll down to like, there are a lot of 10 out of 10s. Can I filter this?
I wouldn't say the One Piece live action is a 10 out of 10.
No, I wouldn't either.
Like, I enjoy it. I think it's good One Piece, but it's certainly not a perfect show.
Actually, this guy called Luffy in Action Movie talks a lot real Luffy. Is a simply guy, and he just acts the way he wants. We actually watch things happening around Luffy, but this is so different. Luffy I know is a goofy guy with a mental illness. He do whatever he wants. About story, 2 out of 10 from me. This show disappointed me. The dialogue is bad. The acting, execution, cinematography, I can determine that this is a generic Marvel comedy. As a fan of One Piece,
What?
I expect more than this. If I haven't read manga...
Generic Marvel comedy?
Yeah. If I haven't read manga, or I haven't been watching anime, and this is my first time crossing One Piece, I'd say okay. From my point of view, nope. Also, dude, okay, like, there are 2 specific scenes for the comedy that really stand out to me. First of all, the scene in Kaya's closet. When Nami like comes out and she's like, look at this, and then Luffy's like, still Nami, and Zoro like, I said I was wearing black. That's peak One Piece comedy. That is literally.
It really is.
Yeah.
And then when Luffy's smelling for Baratier, and Zoro's like, I think he has brain damage, and Nami's like, I think that every day.
Yeah.
That's so good. Like, that is like, you can't get anything more One Piece than that. That's probably dialogue that they just straight ripped from the fucking manga.
Probably.
Also, can I just say,
Huh.
like, how easy is it to write scripts?
So say it again.
How easy must it be to write scripts of live actions?
Yeah. You have
Like-
so much dialogue, just steal.
And like, people will be happy that you.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be people like, oh my god, guys, he's copying the anime.
Oh, I love this one. Terrible.
He directly pulled this line.
Terrible. I don't understand all these positive comments and the hype. Terrible dialogue and delivery by the cast, especially by Iñaki Godoy. I don't understand all these positive comments about One Piece of Action. Since this is an adaptation of the anime, it is understandable that the pacing and the story are slightly different, but the dialogue and delivery by the actors is very cringy and terrible. They all just lack the essence of how the characters are in the anime. One thing that I can't get over is Iñaki Godoy's trashy dialogue delivery. The dude is just terrible when it comes to dialogue and delivery and acting. The show is also horrible to watch in English. I am so glad they decided to bring the Japanese voice actors from the anime to do dubbed version.
Oh my
I love One
word.
Piece, but unfortunately the live action is just terrible. And this is my thing with anime fans, right? They just, like, I think a huge portion of anime fans are just weebs that like hearing Japanese and don't like their own language. Because, like, it's the same dialogue in Japanese, and because you don't understand what they're actually saying, you deem it as less cringy. Like people are like, bro, how would he say gum gum? Gum gum is so cringe. Gomu gomu is infinitely better. That's just, Gomu gomu is not cringe at all. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Tyler, I don't like how accurate
I
that
think.
is.
Okay, look, I won't lie. Gomu Gomu kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better than
No, it
Gum
doesn't.
Gum.
No, it
I
doesn't,
think.
bro. No, it
It really
think-
does.
I think it
it's
does.
the same phrase.
I feel like it does.
It doesn't, dude. I feel
I feel like it runs. I feel like it runs off the tongue a little bit better. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm used to hear him saying "gomu gomu no,"
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know. Well, I gotta leave, kind of right now. I gotta go to the store and get some food.
This, I think
for today and tomorrow.
that probably might be a good place to end the stream. We've kind of aimlessly ranted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a bit, but I mean, we talked about it. That was the point of the stream. So
yeah. I do want to give my final thoughts overall.
Okay.
So, overall, I think I think the One Piece live action did what it set out to do. They delivered One Piece in a live action format.
Yeah.
Like that is exactly what they did. And I think that for the time frame that they had to put, 44 episodes or how much ever it is,
44 episodes
of anime and almost like 100 chapters of manga into a 8-hour format. I think they did a fantastic job. It's certainly no small task to set out to do this, and I think they delivered. There's a couple things that could be a little bit better, a little bit of oversight. I think that they missed in regards to like some of the characters or some of the plot details. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think. They're pretty minuscule, and I don't think it really degrades the story as a whole. And so because of that, I'm extremely excited for the future to see what they're going to do. I feel like they set everything up very well for future seasons and for the world building as a whole. I think they just I think they knocked it out of the park with this. Like it's easily one of the top One Piece shows, top Netflix shows of all time right now.
Yeah.
Like they already have a season 2. I feel like as they continue to go along, they'll start to get better at making the show itself, because they'll start to understand. They'll have that experience from making it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out.
I completely agree.
It's going to be great.
I think the actors can grow into their roles, and the people can grow into like writing the story. And even if they adapt the Alabasta Saga to the same quality as they adapted this season, it will be a better season overall. It'll still be really good, even if they keep the same level of adaptation quality. It'll still be great if they keep this quality throughout. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I'm very satisfied with it. I'm very happy, and I hope to see more live action animes following this path of like, hey, maybe we do a good job. How about this time,
Maybe this time we don't try and take the entire, not do it.
Dude,
yeah.
I want to see live action Vinland Saga.
Bro, live action Vinland Saga would be so abnormally easy to do. Like, yeah.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest though. Every time I think of live action, just live action shows. Think of an interview that they had with the person that where he was talking about how this was, what he thought was the true canon of Mario.
Oh yeah, the guy who made the Mario movie, yeah.
And it's like, bro, we don't need what you think the true canon of the show. We need Mario.
Yeah, just do what actually is. I don't care about your directorial vision. You were paid to adapt this shit, so adapt it. And yeah. I think we're gonna leave the stream with this thought here. There's a One Punch Man live action coming out. If we can get a petition started for The Rock as Saitama and Kevin Hart as Genos.
No, this is my favorite anime. You will not merch One Punch Man with The Rock. And
yes, it could be happening. But anyways, we're gonna end this stream now. Just get that petition started. Thank you everybody for joining the stream. We appreciate you joining. And end of stream.